Hello, everyone. Welcome to our live reading of Be Kind by Pat Zietlow Miller. We are from the West Virginia University Student Support Services program, and we're going to take a minute to introduce ourselves before we start reading our story to you. So I'm Tyler. I will be reading, and I am originally from Parkersburg, West Virginia, but I live in Morgantown now. Zena?
Hi, my name is Zinnia. I'm from Beckley, West Virginia.
Kaitlyn, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Kaitlyn, and I am also from Morgantown, West Virginia.
Alexus?
Hi, I'm Alexus, and I'm from South Amboy, New Jersey.
All right. Cindy?
Hi, everyone. My name is Cindy. I'm from Summersville, West Virginia, and it's about 2 hours from Morgantown. If you've ever driven to the beach, like Myrtle Beach or somewhere like that, you probably have driven through Summersville.
Hi, and I am Vivian. I am from Miami, Florida, but I now live in Westover here near Morgantown in West Virginia.
So Vivian actually lived at the beach. Definitely. Well, we want to welcome you all to our story time today. We will be reading the book, and you'll be able to see the pictures as we read them on the screen. And then after we read them, we will talk about the book a little bit and do a little activity. So let's get started. This book is called Be Kind by Pat Zietlow Miller. Let's see if I can make it go. Here we go. This is the cover. The first page. Tanisha spilled grape juice yesterday. All over her new dress. Looks like she's in school there. Everyone laughed. I almost did too. But Mom always tells me to be kind, so I tried. Have you ever seen this happen? Have you seen someone spill something in the cafeteria? Yeah, I definitely have spilled my share of milk. I don't think it worked. I said, "Purple is my favorite color." I thought Tanisha would smile, but she ran into the hall instead. When she came back, snack time was over. She put on her art smock and didn't look at anyone. What do you think Tanisha's feeling right now? Can anybody guess? What kind of feelings do you think she's having? Maybe embarrassed? That would be embarrassing. Let's see what happens. I almost told Tanisha that art was my favorite class, but I didn't want her to leave again. So I painted purple splotches and added some green until I had a bunch of beautiful violets. While I painted, I thought about Tanisha. Should I have handed her my napkin? Let her borrow my sweatshirt? Spilled my juice so everyone stared at me instead? What does it mean to be kind anyway? Maybe it's giving. Making cookies for Mr. Rinaldi, who lives alone. Letting someone with smaller feet have my too tight shoes. He might win races in them too. Look at that. He's got it on his hand. Maybe it's helping. Putting dirty dishes in the sink. Do you guys help at your house? Do you put your dirty dishes in the sink? I didn't used to do that, but then my mom didn't wash the dishes for a long time because she was trying to teach us a lesson. So I had to wash them all, and then I started putting them in the sink because there were no more dishes in the house. Cleaning up after Otis, our class guinea pig. He's a messy eater. Look at his little bib he's wearing. I think that's really funny. Maybe it's paying attention, telling Desmond I like his blue boots, asking the new girl to be my partner, listening to Aunt Franny's stories, even the ones I've heard before, instead of saying, you already told me this one time. Sometimes it's nice to let them tell you again, huh? Being kind should be easy, like throwing away a wrapper or recycling a bottle, or saying, thank you, bless you, hey Carla, what's new Omar, good afternoon Rabbi Mandelbaum. My mom says the quickest way to be kind is to use people's names. So that means whenever you're talking to someone to say their name first, or when you're saying thank you to say, thank you, Cindy, instead of just saying thanks. That would make it feel more personal, probably. Being kind can be hard too, even when you know what to do. Teaching someone something I'm good at is tricky, even when I'm patient. And sticking up for someone when other kids aren't kind is really hard and really scary. Can you think of a time where you've seen someone be not kind to someone else? Keep that in your mind. We might talk about that in a minute. Maybe I can't solve Tanisha's grape juice problem. Maybe all I can do is sit by her in art class and paint this picture for her because I know she likes purple too. Maybe I can only do small things, but my small things might join small things other people do. And together they could grow into something big. Something really big. So big that all our kindnesses spill out of our school, spread throughout town, travel across the country, and go all the way around the world. Right back to Tanisha and me so we can be kind again and again and again. It looks like in this picture she's sharing her artwork with her. And look, I think that's Tanisha in her room at home putting her picture on the wall from her friend. So that's good. All right. So let's talk about our story a little bit. So if my other members here can unmute their microphones when they talk, we will have some discussion questions. So after we listened to this story, here's some questions for us. Have you ever seen someone feeling embarrassed? When may you have seen this before? Anybody can talk.
Well, I've seen people who fall, who'll trip in public, or I've done it myself, like walking up a flight of steps, especially at WVU, and I'll trip, and immediately I get embarrassed. My face turns red. I'm okay. Yes.
So tripping and falling is definitely something that happens a lot. Raise your hand on the screen if you've ever tripped and fallen somewhere on campus. So most people, 2 hands up for that. So it happens to everybody, but we still all get embarrassed when it happens, right? What does it feel like to be embarrassed? What do you feel in your body?
Shame.
Shame? Does your...
Insecurity.
What is it?
Insecurity.
Insecurity. My face gets really red and hot, and sometimes I feel my heartbeat faster, and I look around and I see if anybody was watching me. So definitely I feel it in my body when I get embarrassed.
Sometimes I feel like I want to hide.
You want to hide? You feel like you want to hide? You're like, I wish I could just snap my fingers and disappear, put on an invisibility cloak. Yeah, so that's probably how Tanisha felt when she spilled her grape juice on her new dress, and then she had to wear that dress for the rest of the day, right? Okay, let's see if our next question here. Have you ever felt embarrassed? So I think we did talk about this. So have you ever felt embarrassed? Yes. So I think that's something we have all felt before. Okay. What does it mean to be kind? What do you think? Were lots of examples in our book that she talked about? Can anybody remember some?
One example in the book was just doing stuff for other people that you didn't have to do, but just by doing that act of kindness, it makes the other person feel good and also makes you feel good. And I think it is to be kind is just to intentionally choose to do something that you may not directly benefit from, that may take a little bit more of your time, but it is worth it at the end of the day.
I think what Kaitlyn's saying is you're doing it because you're thinking about the other person more than you're thinking about yourself. You're thinking about what would be helpful to them in that moment. Okay, very good. How have you been kind in the past? So can everybody think about one small thing that they did, maybe in the past week or so, that was just kind, that you did for somebody else? What do you think? I think I made dinner for my husband yesterday so that when he got off work, we could eat. So we wouldn't have to make dinner. Can anybody else think of anything?
Cleaning up the bathroom in my apartment.
Yeah.
And the kitchen.
Yeah, that's very, very kind. It's not something everybody wants to do. For sure.
I picked up groceries for someone that was not able to leave their house.
Yeah. So they may be sick or hurt and you brought them something to their house. That's very nice. Cindy, can you think of one?
Well, I have two sons, and they get hurt a lot outside with cuts and scrapes, and I've brought them a lot of Band-Aids, helped wash hands off a lot. So taking care of, and we have a lot of kids. I live close to a lot of kids, and making sure they're okay when they fall off their bikes or when they're running.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure they really appreciate that. Someone being there for them when they fall down. Alexus, did you have something?
I recently bought a gift for my friend who's about to have a baby.
Oh, very nice. That's very kind. Someone who's about to have a baby, I appreciate a lot of gifts. So that's good to know. Anybody else? Let's see if we have another one. I can't remember. Okay. What are some ways that the main character was kind to others in the story? When she was going through and talking about what it meant to be kind, what were some things you can remember that she was doing?
She was using other people's names when she spoke to them.
Mm-hmm. Using other people's names. I think she talked about giving someone else her shoes that were too small for her. So just because she may have liked those shoes, she can't even wear them anymore. So they would be much better for someone else who has smaller feet.
She was kind not only inside her home by helping set the table or doing dishes, but she's also kind outside of her home, either in school or on the street, to anyone she came across.
Mm-hmm. It's very good. What was the main thing toward the end of the story that she did for her friend Tanisha?
She painted a picture for her, thinking it would make her feel better.
That's right. She painted her a picture. And I think that brings us to our activity today. So To go along with our story, we thought it would be a good idea to also make some pictures for our friends. So what we would like, and you can do this at home. So in the story, the main character makes a picture for her friend Tanisha as her way to show her kindness. Choose one of your friends or family or just somebody that you know. Maybe it's even a stranger you want to give a picture to make for them, and you can give it as a gift to show them your kindness. So I am going to see if I can make our pictures bigger here. Let me see if I can figure my screen out. So maybe we can all show our pictures that we've made. Let's make us bigger. Here we are. Okay. So we're going to go around and we're going to show the pictures that we've made in our group for our friends. I'll go first. I made this picture. It's flowers. And I made this for my friend Molly because she really likes the springtime and flowers, and seeing bright colors make her very happy. And it's been a long winter with lots of snow, so I thought I would make her a picture of some flowers. So that's what I went with. Who would like to go next? What do we think? Kaitlyn, go ahead. Show us what you got. Tell us about your picture.
So I made my mom a painting of Gary from SpongeBob. So I figure there's a lot of people who love SpongeBob and who know who Gary is. Gary is my mom's favorite character on SpongeBob, and she thinks it's really funny that he's a snail, but he meows like a cat.
I think that's funny too. All right. Who else is ready? Zena, do you want to show us yours?
Okay, so this is a picture that I made. So it's kind of like colorful and a little bit random.
Mm-hmm.
I made it for this old coworker I used to work with in my hometown, and she was really nice to me, and we just got along a lot when we were working together. And I just thought it would just be a nice thing just to give her, just because.
Yeah, definitely. It's beautiful. Okay, Alexus, what do you have?
Okay, so I created this little picture. My art skills aren't the greatest, but friend, this is supposed to be her. She likes makeup, so I decided to just try to incorporate I could with makeup because I kind of miss her. She's back home in New Jersey. So.
Are you gonna mail it to her?
Yeah, I'll probably just send her a picture, maybe scan it over to her.
Oh, that's a good idea too. Yeah, can do that. Cindy, what did you draw? Or paint or whatever? What did you do?
Oh, I love all of your all's pictures. They're very kind pictures. I have a friend, Erica, and she just had surgery and she's recuperating at home, and she's an outdoors person and she's a runner. But I drew this tree in her honor, and the heart, and flowers always brighten my days. So I'm hoping that brightens her day too. So this would be my card from my good friend Erica.
Very nice. Love the tree. It's a very whimsical tree. All right, Vivian, did you make a picture?
I did. I like spring a lot, and now that the weather's getting so much better, so I drew some violets because in the book she talked about purple being her favorite color, and I really like ladybugs and butterflies. Not a great artist either, but spring is around the corner, and I'm very happy to know that it's coming. So I drew this picture for myself, actually, to remind me that spring is almost here.
That's a very good point, Vivian. You can make things for yourself. You need to take time to be kind to yourself as well as other people. Well, thank you all for being here. I think that's a great place to end our reading today. Our book, just to remember, the title is called Be Kind. So you can think about that and participate in the activities that we have provided along with this video. And it was great to see everyone today. So let's all wave goodbye. Bye.